Hello everyone, this is Sakes Infotech. You know you can use the command prompt to perform some basic tasks to ease your work. You can run some basic scripts that will make your work easier. Yes, you can do that with the command prompt. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the command prompts and some basic commands you should know to make some of your work easier. In the later part of the video, I'm going to teach you how to write a simple script that will shut down or restart your machine. Please, if this is your first time visiting my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and subscribe for more videos. Thank you. So to use the command prompt, you click at the start and type CMD, okay? It will give you the command prompt. Or you type command. It will still give you the command prompt. Or you click at the search and type command. It will give you a command prompt. Or CMD. It will still give you the command prompt. So let me quickly click on my command prompt. So this is my interface, okay? You can change your interface to anyhow you want it to be. So you right click here where the cursor is and where the command prompt icon is on the top there, and you right click and go to properties. Okay, sorry. So at the properties you see option here. You can make the cursor big, small, medium depending on what you want the command prompt to be. So you can also use the control plus shift plus C slash V as copy or paste. Okay, how you want the command prompt to be. When you come to the font, you can change the font size. You can change the font itself, the style you want. Okay, and you can make the font bold. Okay, so when you come to the layout, you can change the size of the command prompt window. Okay, the interface. Okay, so the width, you see the preview from here, it's expanding. Or you can decrease it. You see it's decreasing. So the height, you can do the changes from here. Okay, so you can see the preview from here as well. Okay, when I come to the color, you can change the screen text. So the default I'm using is Windows is green. Okay, I've selected the green as my default. So you can also change the screen text you want. The screen background, I'm using the black. You can change it to any background you want. Okay, when you are done, you can click on OK and it will save your changes. So after the changes have been saved, you need to close and reopen the command prompt. Okay, so in my case, I'm going to run the command prompt with admin privilege to get a full access of the command prompt. So the first command I want us to look at is system info. Supposing you need information about the system you are using, okay, or you are being tasked to collect some information with regards to the machine you are using, or they've given you an assignment to collect the system information about a particular machine, you can quickly come to the command prompt and use system info. Okay, so let me click on enter, press on enter. So it will give you the system information, the information about the computer you are working on, okay, or the computer you are being tasked to perform. Okay, so these are the informations I have, giving me the host name, the OS, the version, the manufacturer, and what have you. Okay, so you can use the system info command to collect some informations about the computer you want to work on. The other command I want us to look at is the ver command. Suppose you need a version of the Windows you are running or the Windows you've installed on your machine, you can use the ver command, okay, the ver. So you see it has given me the version of the Windows I'm using. Okay, so this is the version of Windows I'm using. Okay, the other command I want us to look at is wmic space BIOS space get space serial number. So suppose you want to grab the serial number of the particular machine, okay, without you opening the machine to see the serial number, you can do that in the command prompt. So the command we use is wmic space BIOS space get serial number. Okay, so let me press the enter. So this is the serial number of my machine. Okay, this is the serial number I'm using for my machine. So there's no need for you to open any screw. You can do everything at the command prompt. Supposing you're running a task and you are running a program, okay, and the program is not responding, and you use the task manager to kill the program, you can do that in command prompt. So before then, we are going to list the available task we are running. So I'll do task list, okay. So this is the available task my machine is running. You see my Teams here, you see Canva. I have all these tasks running at the background, okay. So these are the tasks I'm running, okay. Yes. So it has given me all the tasks I'm running and at the background as well. So the command to do that is task list. So it lists the available tasks you are running and the memory it's using, okay. Yes. So after you've seen the task your machine is running, you can end some of the tasks at the command prompts without going to the task manager, okay. So the command to use is this: task list space task kill space /f space /im space. So let's say I want to end the task for Teams, okay. So teams.exe. Okay, so you see success. It has ended the task for Microsoft Teams. So when you come here, you see Teams running in the background, okay. So let me quickly do a task list to list the available tasks, and we see if we have the Microsoft Teams. So I've done the task list, and let's scroll. You don't see Microsoft Teams running again. Yes. Okay. So we've ended the task for Microsoft Teams. So you can use this to end a particular task or application which is not working properly. Okay. By doing that, you end the task you are running. Okay. The next command I want us to look at is the who am I command. The who am I command. The who am I gives you the machine name or the domain in which you are and the username for that login. Okay, so I'll do who am I and press enter. Okay, so who am I? This is the machine name. Supposing you are in a domain environment, it will give you the domain name and then the user who logged on to the domain. Okay, so this is what I have. Okay, Sakesa-Infotech, and this is the username I used in logging on to the machine. So you can use this one to verify the machine name or the domain name as well, and the user logged on to that particular machine. Okay. The other command I want us to look at is to get the MAC address of the machine. Okay. You can do the IP address to get a MAC address, but it's going to give you a long list of IP addresses and some MAC addresses. So in this regard, we are going to go straight to the MAC address and grab it. Okay. So the command to use is get MAC and press enter. Okay, so this has given me the MAC address of my NIC, network adapter. So this is the MAC address of my network adapter. Okay, so this is the MAC address of my network adapter. So you can use the same thing to grab your MAC address without going to do IP config. Now to check the TCP IP of your machine, you do the IP config, okay, and then you press enter. So it will give you the available list of IP, the IPv4 address, and the subnet mask and the default gateway. So assuming you don't want to see this list, you want to copy it and then paste to a text editor, you can do that very easily and quickly. So you do IP config, then you bring the pipe sign, okay, and then you type this command, clip. Okay, so the clip command will copy the informations you have here with regards to the IP config. Okay, the click command will copy the IP config. So you won't see any output when I press the enter. It has copied the IP config. So let me open a test editor. So I'll use this one. Then I'll double click on it. So I can paste the information here and view later. Okay, so we use the click command to copy the IP config informations, and then when you are done, you open a test editor and then paste the information there and save it for later preview. Okay, so you can use that one as well to view the IP command. Okay, so the next command I want us to look at, we want to check our power. Okay, so supposing you are using a laptop and want to check the strength of the power or the energy, you can do that with the power CFG space energy. Okay, let's say power CFG. Okay, let me clear the screen. So you use power CFG space, okay, then you bring the energy. Okay, so it is checking the power, enabling tracing for 60 seconds, observing system behavior. So it's checking the strength of my power, okay, as in the battery. Okay, so you can use that one to check the battery strength as well and to do other stuff. So you have to look at the command very well, and then you see how it works. Please, if you are finding value in this video, kindly like my channel and please subscribe to this channel for more videos. Thank you, and please leave a comment. So it's observing system behavior. Let's wait for a while. Okay, it's observing the system behavior to see the power. Okay, so you can use this command to check. So it's analyzing trace data. Okay, so you see energy efficiency problem were found. So it has found the problem with my power. Okay, 10 warnings and 23 informations. So you can go to this location for more details with regards to your energy. Okay, the next command I wanted to use is the calc command. So you want to use the calculator on your machine, and then we don't know the command to use. Okay, so you have to go to the start and check the calculator. You can use the calc command to get the calculator on your machine. So when I do the calc and press enter, it will quickly pull up the calculator. Okay, then what you want to do with the calculator, you can do that quickly and very easy. Okay, the next command I want us to look at is if you want to check the drivers you have installed on your machine. Okay, want to list the available drivers you have installed on your machine, and you don't know the drivers you've installed on your machine, you have to go to the control panel, then you go to check the drivers. You can do that in the command prompt as quickly as possible. So to check the drivers installed on your machine, we use this command. So drive query space /fo. Let me do the caps fo space list space v. Okay, so this command will give me all the drivers I have installed on my machine. It's a whole lot of drivers. Okay, yes, it's a whole lot. So I've ended the task. You can do that. Okay, you can do that and then copy to a text editor. So let's see, I want to copy to a text editor, then I'll view at a later part the drivers I have installed. So I'll do driver query space /fo space list space V, and you bring the pipe sign and you type clip. Okay, so the clip command copies the informations you have and then paste it to a text editor. So let's say I'm using this text editor, new, I come to text document, I open it, I right click, I click on paste. Okay, so it will paste the information I have with regards to my drivers. Okay, so you see you have everything here. You have everything here that you can view at a later part. So you can save this to a location and view at a later part. Okay, so you can use this command to check the drivers you have installed on your machine as quickly as possible. Okay, it's very easy to use these commands to do that. So when you want to check the available programs you've installed on your machine, you can do that quickly as possible. So you do WMIC. So the commands or the command to do that is WMIC space product space get name. Okay, so this is the command we use to grab the installed programs you have on your machine as quickly as possible. So when you press enter, it's going to give you the available products you've installed on your machine, okay, or you have installed on your machine, okay. But I'll end this task. It's still running. Let's see what happens. It's still running. Yes, it's still running. Okay, so I'll pause this video and show you the outcome when it's done. Okay, so this is the outcome of the command. Okay, the WMIC space product space get space name. So we want to see the product installed on our machine. So this is the command to use. Okay, so it will give you all the programs you have installed on your machine. Okay, so the next command I want us to look at is to create a folder on the desktop or any location you want. So let me change my directory. Okay, cd backslash, I change to Windows, cd. So I have this prompt now. Okay, so let me do dir. So the dir has given me the directories in the C. Okay, so I have the system, the Windows, the users, the profile, the programs, and we have these items in the C. So let me change the directory to users. So cd is change directories to users. Okay, so I'll do dir to see what is in the users. So let me change directory to dream, the username I used in logging on, and I do dir directory. So this is what I have in the dream. Okay, these are the folders I have or the directories I have. Okay, so let me change to the desktop folder because I want us to create a folder on the desktop. So I'll change to desktop. So I'll do cd / desktop. So the cd is to change directory. So now I'm on the desktop folder. So if I do dir, I'll see the items on the desktop. Okay, so if I minimize this, we have Canva, we have Kati. So you see the items I have on my desktop is similar to this one. Okay, so these are the items I have on my desktops. Now I want to create a folder on the desktop by using the command prompt. You can create a folder by using two commands. You can use the MD and then you create the folder, or use the mkdir. Okay, make directory. So I use the mkdir, then I'll name the folder let's say research. Okay, research. So it has created the folder research on my desktop. So if I do, so let's say this is the previous desktop we have. Okay, we don't have research in the list. So if I do dir, now you see research as part of the list. Okay, and if you come to the desktop, let me minimize this. You can see research as part of the list. Okay, So let me open this folder. Okay, so I want us to create another folder called sales. Okay, so in this time, in this scenario, or in this case, I'm going to use the MD. The initial command I use is mkdir. Okay, so let me show you. So this is the initial command I use to create a folder. So I want us to use the other command as well, so that you see how the command works. So the other command is md, which is make directory sales. Okay, so now it has created the sales folder on the desktop. So this is the sales folder. Okay, you can see it from here. If I do dir, you see sales as part of the list. Okay, so now I want to move sales folder to reset folder. Okay, so you can do that with the command prompt as well. So you do move. Okay, you type the full spelling for move. So move sales, then you give space, then you type research. So one item moves. So you see quickly it has moved the item to research. Okay, so the move command is used to move an item from one folder to the other. Okay, so I've used the move command to move the sales to research. Okay, so if I do cd change directory to research, okay, and I do dir, you see the sales command in a directory. Okay, you see the sales command in the directory. Now I want us to use the command to hide the items in the sales or in the research folder. Okay, so I want us to hide the sales folder in the research folder. Okay, so I want us to make the folder hidden, so that when you open the research, you didn't see any folder unless you unhide them. Okay, so to use the command, you type attrib. Okay, it's attribute. Okay, so you type attrib space plus h space plus r space plus s. No, the s comes before the r. Okay, s space plus r. Okay, and then you type the folder name. Okay, so in this case, my folder name is research. Okay, file not found. It's giving me this error message because I'm in the research directory. So let me move down a bit to the desktop directory and do dir. Okay, okay, so now let me type the command again. Okay, so attrib space plus h space plus s space plus r, then I'll type research. Okay, so now it has hidden the research folder. Okay, so when I do dir, okay, you no longer see the research as part of the folders. So let me type dir at the desktop. You no longer see the research here as part of the folders because I've hidden the folder named research. Okay, when you come to the desktop, you don't even see the research folder. So you can use the attribute command to hide a folder. Okay, so let me unhide the folder, or let me make it visible. Okay, so now you don't see the research on our desktop. So to unhide the folder, you use the same attribute command, attrib then space plus h space plus s. No, you use the negative. Okay, the plus is to make it hidden and the negative is to remove the hidden attribute. So minus h, okay, space minus s space minus r, and then research. Okay, now you can see the research folder again on our desktop. So the attribute So the attrib space minus H space minus S space minus R and then reset. It removed the hidden attributes from the folder, so you can see the folder and the folder will be visible. So when you use the space plus H as this, okay, let me show you. When you use this attribute, okay, when you use this attribute, it makes the folder hidden with a plus sign. But when you use the manual sign, it makes the folder visible. Okay, so now the folder is visible. Okay, now the folder is visible. Yes, so let's create another folder, mkdir, and name the folder IT. Okay, now we have the IT folder on the desktop. So let's say I no longer want to use the IT folder, I want to remove it from the desktop. So you do rmdir IT. Okay, so you see quickly it has deleted the IT folder. It has deleted the IT folder, okay, entirely. So you can use the rmdir command to remove any folder you want to. Okay, please, if you find this video valuable, kindly subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you. So now the next thing I want us to look at is to create a script, a simple script that will shut down or restart our machine. Okay, so to create a script, you have to open a text editor. In my case, I'm using my notepad. Okay, so let me click on the notepad. So now the command to restart the machine is this: shut down space, then you bring the -r, that's the restart, space -t. Okay, that's the time you want to restart, and then you bring the 0 meaning seconds. Okay, so it's restarting now. You can bring the 15 minutes or the 15 seconds, okay, depending on the seconds you want the restart to take place. So in my case, I'm using the 0. Okay, then I'll save this file as restart.bat. Okay, so anytime you are creating a script in notepad, okay, you have to rename the file as .bat, okay, to create the batch file. So let me save this to the desktop. Okay, so now I have the restart.bat saved to my desktop. Okay, so let me create another script to shut down the machine. So it's the same command we use, but the shutdown, we type shutdown.exe space -s space -t. Okay, and you bring the 00. Okay, the time you want the shutdown to take place, or the seconds you want the shutdown to take place. So I'll save this file to as shut down space .bat as the batch file. So let me save this to the desktop and close this. Okay, so I've created a batch file, a script that will restart my machine, and another script that will shut down my machine. Okay, supposing you want to edit this script or this batch file, you can right click on it, then you go to edit. It will open the notepad for you, then you can do your editing and save after you are done. Okay, so you can use this one, this script, to restart your machine. You can use this same script to shut down your machine. Okay, so supposing you want to create, let's say, a fake software, okay, to copy to a friend's machine to use to restart the friend's machine. The moment he or she double click on this batch file, it will restart the machine. So we can create, or we can add an icon to this batch file so that it will look more of a software. Okay, so we first have to create a shortcut, okay, to this icon. Okay, so create a shortcut. So we've created a shortcut of the restart. Okay, so you right click on the shortcut, then we go to properties. So at the properties, you come to change icon. We created a shortcut because when you want to change the icon here, you wouldn't be able to change the icon here because you don't get any option to change the icon. So to change the icon of this batch file, you create a shortcut, which I've done here. You right click on the shortcut and then you go to properties. Then you change the icon here, okay? So let me change my icon to a software, okay? It's more like a software you can double click and install. So when you copy this script to another machine, it will run and shut down the PC. So let me use so let me use this one, okay, like a software icon. So I'll apply and okay. So it's more like a software. Okay, so you can copy this script to another machine and it will restart the machine. Okay, so you can do this same thing to the shutdown. So let's create a shortcut. So this is the shortcut, okay, and we right click on it. We go to properties, we go to change icon. Okay, so I'll select the icon I want to use. I want to use the software icon. So let's use the software icon. Okay, it's here. Let's use the software icon. So I'll use this. Click on OK, apply, and OK. So I can delete these two and this shortcut will still run. Okay, so when you double click on this, it will restart, it will shut down the machine. When you double click on this shortcut, it will restart the machine. So you can even copy this batch file on a pen drive to another machine and it will still restart the machine. You can copy the same thing as this shutdown to another machine and it will shut down the machine. Okay, I know you find this video valuable. Please click on the subscribe button for more advanced video. Thank you for watching. Thank you.